you say Shot City, and you say Shot City, and you say Shot City. Yo, let's go. Your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? Welcome to the city that made me, place I grew up in, city that's crazy where gunshots are busted, place I'm in love with, place that's corrupted, place that gave birth to the MC not to fuck with, place with city lights, sun in one shines, place that isn't right, we're accustomed to crime, where daily went crazy back in '69, and Pops was just a rookie standing on the front line. It's the land that inspires me, land I call home, land with the basement, Dr. Wax and gramophone, with fake thugs and hustlers and OGs roam, the land that's well known as the throne of Al Capone. It's the land of Lake Shores, where the wind blows steady and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know, this is the Windy City, welcome to Chicago. So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? World famous for the glamour and the rundown spots, a skyline so priceless that none can top. You can hear a different story up and down some blocks, and forever hear them bitch about the Cubs and Sox. It's a place like no other, unequal to most, where the city runs deep from the streets to the coast. But things can get ugly, city streets are no joke, cause the city's held down by the people and folks. It's a place of attitude, we think and we say, from heralds to the palace, this is each and every day. The real cops went to Ira's to drink the pain away, and the real hip-hop is NUR and HBK. It's the land of Lake Shores, where the wind blows steady and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many. Town like none, place that I know, this is the Windy City, welcome to Chicago. So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? You can hear the wind whisper, send chills down your spine, and we can watch the waves crash along the Lakeshore Drive, and ride the L through the loop so you can get your mind right, or get lost in the beauty of the skyline lights. It's a city so pretty, full of life and fallen trees. She licked the lips and then she kissed me with the breeze. So as we proceed, I hope you people follow. You know the motto, welcome to Chicago. So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? So your brother's bound and get, and they chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, how can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? Welcome to Chicago. 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 Welcome to Chicago.
What is going on, everybody? Hey. My name is Jesse, A.K. A your very own. One and only Shots Out Smart, man, and it is time for Monday Night Raw. Who's excited? Raw I hope we get more Danhausen midgets. Cut that shit. I was just saying to myself, I said, Self, you know what we don't have enough of in pro wrestling? We don't have enough Danhausen midgets. I have a message. I had a comment left on my Backlash live stream review, right? I went and checked it out, read it, and it was like, man, everybody, including JD, liked the PLE, but you. And I was like, he's right. Wholeheartedly, legit, he's right. Because I saw some of the reviews and the comments and thoughts on the show that I typically watch myself, right? This comment is right. Who made the comment? Suplexes. It's actually correct. No, it was not Suplex. I take that back. My bad. Suplexes said something else. It was Jack Roman. He said everybody liked Backlash except me. And at first I was kind of thrown off, but then I was like, you know what? That's fair, because from what I've seen, my reply was, I'm seeing that. I'm genuinely shocked, not gonna lie. I'll take another look at it, but I can't take back my original reaction because that's just how I felt at the time. So I definitely thought about that. Like, wow, maybe it's me. I was just, maybe I was too harsh on it. Maybe it wasn't that bad. Then I remembered the Danhausen match. Yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. I take back nothing. I keep my original assessment of Backlash. I take back nothing. Shit was trash, man. Absolute trash.
Roman, I know you want Jacob here tonight, okay? But I'm not feeling it. Backlash was too much. He put his hands on my referees. He attacked my agents. He tossed me out of the ring, and he went way too far with you. So he don't deserve to be here tonight, and I'm not sure he deserves to be here at all anymore. Let's think about this.
First of all, where's my title? Why is it not in my hands right now?
Can somebody get the man his title? Thank you, Lord Mike. He doesn't deserve to be here tonight.
You're gonna fire Jacob.
We talked about this.
Can't do it tonight.
What do you mean I can't do it tonight?
You hadn't acknowledged me yet. As a matter of fact, who brought Jacob in here? Who cleared him?
You did.
Then I'll be the one that takes him out.
Gotta acknowledge the tribal chief, bruh. You gotta acknowledge the tribal chief, son. WWE does not like when you play their music because they are a-holes. But by the way, they will definitely use your content to try to create the narrative of how everybody loves WWE, but then they'll copyright strike your content. True story. Jane, what do I think of the Oscar situation? What is there to think? I think she had a match, and I think she left the match. It wasn't until after the match was over, people are claiming that she retired. I saw no indications that she retired. I saw zero indicators that she retired. So am I to believe social media? Because I'm told by WWE not to believe social media. Is WWE telling me now I need to pay attention to what social media says? Because once again, I'm told by WWE not to pay attention to what social media says, not to believe what social media says. Am I now to listen to social media? Was social media right? Let's get back to this Slim Jim segment.
Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. As tradition would have it, we're supposed to open the show on a high note. Let's do it for the world, shall we? Live from the inbred capital of Eastern Tennessee,
Wow.
welcome to Monday Night Raw!
Wow. He's not wrong, but wow.
A very appreciative audience. However, what we do appreciate inside this ring
Wow.
is pure talent. Talent that was demonstrated Saturday at Backlash by Bron Breaker. Which leads to a question. It's rhetorical. I'll ask it anyway. Who's not ready now? And the answer to that question is Seth freaking Rollins.
All right.
On Saturday night at Backlash, Seth freaking Rollins was not ready for the physical onslaught of Bron
Jordan says, huh?
Breaker.
Jordan, where are you
A year
confused,
ago,
son?
Seth freaking Rollins was not ready for the wisdom of the wise man. And now we all know that Seth freaking Rollins is never going to be ready to have a vision of victory over any of us. So let's expunge from the history of the vision the fact that Seth Rollins was ever amongst us. There is not going to be a reason ever again for us to mention the name Seth freaking Rollins. So let's talk about the tag team champions, Logan Paul and Austin Theory. Mr. Theory, please, to the entire world, air your many grievances.
So now we got our brother Bron back, so that means we got a six-man tonight. But that brings me to the Street Profits. They seem to always keep putting their nose in our business, but I get it, Logan. I know Paul, I know Bron. They want the tag team championships. Actually, I misspoke. They need the tag team championships, and that's because Bianca can't pay the bills anymore.
Oh, wow.
And then what about this Joe Hendry nerd?
WWE music time. While the Street Profits make their way out, this time they're wearing shirts. That's pretty good. I thought they couldn't afford shirts anymore. Hey, chat, did you see my seafood boil I posted on Twitter? Please tell me you saw it, bruh. Because that shit went hard. Tell me you guys saw it. Like, that went so hard. Like, I want to make another one. Like, I legit want to make another one so bad. If you have not seen it, here, I'll post a link. Copy the link. Paste the link. If you have not seen my seafood boil, it went hard.
Guys, I gotta admit, Theory's got a point. I am here because my wife can no longer take care of the bills. But since she's busy with the baby, somebody had to come to Monday Night Raw and whoop y'all's asses all over Knoxville, Tennessee.
Bianca's hometown.
And you know what's so funny? You always think it's about you. It ain't about you. When we came back to Monday Night Raw, we had one goal in mind, partner. And that's the WWE Tag Team Championship.
It looks delicious. Thank you.
Because
It was so good.
Logan Paul.
It was so good, bro.
The Street Profits are always up, and we want. You heard it. I ain't stutter.
Well, damn. Hey, look, I'm gonna say something nice. Everybody knows the Street Profits are a legendary tag team. But y'all about to find out that they are old news. Montez, the only notable thing you've done in the last 6 months is organize a baby shower. What's in the cut, Montez? Your balls?
Ooh.
Brother,
Oh.
your girl's better than you, and you want the smoke? Then we can bring the smoke, because I'm tired of this back and forth. The Vision is ready anytime, anywhere. Braun Breaker, this man was born ready. Austin Theory, this man was born ready. And guess who was ready before they were even born? Me! Logan!
Paul, can we fire Logan Paul?
Oh, no, not again.
Oh my God.
Paul, can we fire Logan Paul?
Everybody!
This song is in such poor taste, man.
Can we fire Logan Paul?
Nobody asked for this.
This is in such poor taste.
We
Can we
admire
fire
Logan Paul.
Everyone!
Paul. We admire Logan Paul.
One words. Keep it going, Paul.
Let's get ready.
Somebody said earlier, who was it? Gregory says, sending prayers since you're gonna attempt to watch this garbage.
I don't ever slow up, no, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play,
Thank you, Gregory. Shout out to Gregory.
always show up.
'Cause I don't think he was wrong. Not wrong. It's not wrong. How's everybody feeling out there? Somebody was buffering. I don't know why. You shouldn't be buffering. Everything is running absolutely smoothly. I hope it cleared up for you. I will say I did forget to change my settings though. I did forget to change my settings, but nonetheless, that shouldn't matter as far as buffering. Buffering is unacceptable. Buffering is absolutely unacceptable. But did y'all see that boil? Did y'all see that seafood boil, boy? It went hard. It went so hard, man. It was so good. Like, I want to do another one soon. This. It went so hard. It cleared up. All right, that sounds good. That's good. So good. So sorry about that. I don't know why that happened, but it shouldn't have been. Everything is clicking on all cylinders. And I forgot my water. See if I can get my kid to bring me some water.
Knoxville, Tennessee, six-man tag team matchup. Division taking on the Street Profits and Joe Hendry. And here is Angelo Dawkins taking the fight to Austin Theory. The Profits want to earn a future tag team championship opportunity. Nice step up in Zaguri. Cover now by Dawkins. Hooks the leg and Theory kicks out.
And knocking off the reigning tag team champions in the six-man competition could certainly do a lot for the Street Profits case if deserved.
All right.
You mentioned before the
All
return
right.
of the
Here we go.
Street Profits a few weeks back, Corey. Tremendous shape for both Dawkins and Tez.
No doubt about it. Some would say Angelo Dawkins in the best physical condition of his career, but Logan Paul right now just teeing off.
Yeah, Logan Paul, a former United States champion and a tag team
Thank you so
champion as
much.
well. And Paul into the corner, nobody home. And this whole Joe Hendry thing has got to have thrown Paul all off kilter.
Of course it has. Logan Paul is used to being
All
admired,
right.
not disrespected on a global scale.
We got the Street Profits
Admire him, but I guess some and the breakneck
and
speed
Joe
of
Hendry
Bron
versus
Breaker. What a close
tag team champions Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Bron Breaker.
More than human.
It's like a Teddy Long
Evolution
concoction.
of a WWE superstar before our very
It's like Teddy Long came along
Bron Breaker is something else entirely.
and said make it a tag team match player.
First match on Monday Night Raw since the early January when he battled CM Punk for the world title. He was out with an injury for a bit. But what about Breaker this past Saturday night, Corey? Perhaps the biggest win in his career over Seth Rollins.
I don't think there's any perhaps about it. Covered by Breaker.
Off the suplex, and nope.
And this is what it's done as a result. The confidence of Bron Breakker was already high. Now it could be argued that it's off the charts entirely. Bron Breakker is finally growing into who we all thought he was going to be.
Man, I struggled to make it to this live stream, so I set it up earlier in the day, and then I went to my son's baseball game, which was like, I don't know, probably like 20 minutes away, something like that. And then I got caught up in the game, got caught up in the action, and forgot to leave on time, so I was flying down the street trying to get home in time. I got home probably about, not even kidding, probably about 5 minutes before the stream went live.
48 hours after what Breaker pulled off Saturday as you take another look at the impact of the uppercut.
But I made it.
The importance of chemistry in a six-man tag team environment. Obviously, the tag team champions used to teaming with one another, but you add Bron Breakker into the mix and it's seamless. Covered by Paul.
Both legs hooked and forcing Montez forward to kick out again.
Whereas the only thing bonding the Street Profits and Joe Hendry is their mutual dislike of the Vision.
The Street
Made
Profits involved in their
it.
first matchup in 3 years on Monday Night Raw. Now part of the Monday Night Raw roster is Logan Paul with a cheap shot to Angelo Dawkins.
Ford and Dawkins both understanding, finding out firsthand how much the landscape has changed, how tough the Raw roster is right now. And Joe Hendry teeing off on Logan Paul.
I liked Joe Hendry in
Hendry now
TNA, man.
misses, but he catches Logan Paul there.
I feel like the WWE version of Joe Hendry is kind of like, it's just Elias.
Don't encourage him. And Austin Theory trying to run interference.
Great teamwork by the tag champs.
I feel like it's just Elias.
And Logan Paul now.
But I don't know. I thought Elias was funnier.
Been making fun of him for
I don't know.
weeks with that catchy tune.
It is catchy, I will admit that. An earworm. I've been humming it around my house for a week straight. As if I needed more reason to dislike the guy. Look at the power!
Oh, and that release German suplex by Bron Breakker, who is dominating.
Commercial break number 2. Take a shot. Take a shot after every commercial break. This one has 7. It's gonna be seven ads in 3 minutes. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Let me see. What am I doing here? That. D Nice, what up though? Says Elias got that walk with Elias shit over. I don't know if he got it over because he was just over already. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't you. I don't know. When I hear like somebody got something over, usually I hear, oh, it wasn't over initially, but they got it over through their own charisma. Elias was just over from the get-go. He was just funny. He was just good. Anything he did was over. Everything he did was just good, man. Until it got stale. And it never really evolved. Then it kind of just gradually went downhill. Then they let him go and ruined it all. But Elias was the shit, man. Elias was some of the best things. I remember Elias being one of the best things on Monday Night Raw. Like actually, he was that good. He was that over, man. He was so good at what he did. Very entertained. They let him go, brought him back. Turns out they couldn't get the magic back. And then Vince poured ice cold water all over them. They did. They ruined him. He was there. He had it. He had it. He had it. Elias was the shit. The guy couldn't wrestle very good. And it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Elias was Elias was a rare breed that people really don't understand because he was never good in the ring. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't good either. He wasn't as good in the ring as his character was over, if that makes any sense. His gimmick was so over, but that didn't match to how over that didn't match to how good his in-ring ability was, because his in-ring ability was mediocre at best. At best. But his gimmick was 10 out of 10. It was so good. It was sports entertainment at its best.
He's got himself a chance, but he's got to make it to his corner. Make a tag. The Tez.
Then they ruined him.
And Hendry now.
Then they ruined him.
At the hands of the Vision.
It is sports entertainment, man. If you're a fantastic wrestler, that can be entertaining. But if you're not a fantastic wrestler and you are just oozing charisma, that, my friend, is also sports entertainment. If you have both, then you're just what's called a fantastic pro wrestler. You got it all. You just got it all.
Right from Ford and another by Dawkins. And Montez gonna fly. Ford making it look easy. Theory rushing to the corner.
Montez Ford flexing on us the same way he flexed on that baby inside of Bianca Belair.
Theory catches it with a boot. And Theory caught. What a power slam. And a kick out by Theory at 2. What a move by Montez.
Great counter by Montez Ford, who obviously has been doing his homework on the tag team champions. A maneuver Theory utilizes to great effect, usually
come
in a
on,
drop kick.
what are we doing here?
Montez one step ahead tonight.
Oh, Theory with a kick to the jaw. Tag made by Dawkins. Not sure if Theory realizes that he will now. And Dawkins with Theory up top. Montez Ford heading to the top. And Logan Paul wants interference.
Bro, we're going in 30 minutes into the show, 7:30, and we're still in this first match.
And now Hendry sent shoulder first into the steel steps.
Oh, wow, from way downtown.
The southpaw sending Dawkins over the top rope.
Angelo Dawkins now out here in front of us. And Bron Breakker is calling shots from the outside.
Yeah,
that is brilliant.
Yeah, Breakker going to call for that runaround spear.
He said, get the ref.
And he's got
Dawkins in his sights.
trouble. Here comes Breakker. Oh, wait a minute. Seth
There comes Seth.
Where did he come from? Rollins ambushing Breakker. Seth Rollins ambushing Breakker. Dawkins rolls up Theory. Profits and Hendry win.
Almost forgot. They don't want you guys having too much fun. Sinister, what up, though?
Theory out of the ring. A little payback for Rollins tonight. And Corey, the Street Profits, they just pinned
You have to be
tag
able to
champs.
work, not just do moves and have charisma. Really? Look at Danhausen.
Profits made it clear. Wait a minute.
Breakker took it.
Danhausen can't work for shit. Never have, never will. In no promotion has Danhausen ever been considered an in-ring worker. Ever.
Done with Seth Rollins, but Rollins apparently disagrees.
He somehow seems to make himself completely relevant wherever he goes, though, through his charisma.
Ford's upset.
Remember, Montez Ford made it abundantly clear to Rollins, stay out of our way.
I don't think Montez realized what happened there, though.
I don't think he did either.
Because this is going to be an HR nightmare, and I want to make sure the paperwork is correct. You're telling me we
Dawkins
have
pins the Rage champ,
Julio. See.
which should set up a match at, what is the Rage? The Rage champ?
What are we doing?
The tag champ.
Hey, Adam.
Hi.
We hope you've had a good day. We just were wondering what you have planned for the hottest rising star in the history of WWE, the Dominic Mysterio.
Stupid autocorrect. Nah, it's not your fault, man.
Liv,
It's fucking
I
iPhones.
was right in the middle of something with Pierce here, so if you don't mind.
Yeah, you know, we understand you're a few nuggets short of a 10-piece. And if you want to have any sense left, you get out of our face while we're talking to Adam, please. Thank you so much. Bye.
This is serious lucha business here that we're discussing, not whatever you're talking about.
You're not even a real luchador.
Oh. Oh.
What'd you say? Okay. You should know better than that.
He said you're not a real luchador, bruh.
Liv, you're right. Dom is in need of a title opportunity.
Yes.
And I noticed he's wearing a title. That's the AAA Mega Championship. Well, today's the opportunity for you to defend that against OG Original Grande Americano, tonight.
That's not what I meant. I meant
not
another.
what we
That's what's happening. Gentlemen.
Mr. Adam Pierce, do you have a minute to talk with us?
Yeah, of course. What's going on?
We're looking for an opportunity outside of SmackDown.
You want opportunity. They want opportunity because Monday's the day for opportunity.
Yeah.
Let's have a conversation about it.
Okay, let's check.
My office.
Now we're talking.
And WWE music. But it's Penta. Bro, I can't play Penta's music. It's Penta. This interest is so lit, bro. Interest is so lit. That shit goes so hard. And commercial break. Okay, that's more like it. Why? Because of course. Danhausen has something. WWE is making good money, and so is Danhausen. Bro, I'm trying to find a way to word this. I hate it when people equate money made to talent or success in pro wrestling. Because I'm never one to doubt the stupidity of people and how they spend their money. So just because people are spending their money on something stupid does not make it good. If they're making money, I'm happy for them. I'm of the belief that the same way that they make money on something stupid, they would make money off something entertaining. Just to put it into numbers, if you're saying that you're making $20 on something and that's successful, I'm of the belief that if you did it the right way, in a more entertaining way, instead of making 20, you would make 100. You know what I'm saying? So if it's over enough so that this lame shit is making you money, imagine how much money you would make if you actually did it in a more entertaining way. I don't care. As the consumer, as a fan, I don't care how much money you make. Like I'm never the kind of person. I'm not the kind of person that will talk to another wrestling fan and then measure success on money made. Hey, I think wrestler A is a fantastic wrestler. And then they come back and say, well, wrestler B here makes more money. And I'm just like, so? The conversation was not about who makes the most money. The conversation was about who was the better wrestler. You know, they do the same thing with companies, with AEW and WWE. You're like, oh, I think this company put on a better show. Oh, well, this one made the most money. I don't care. Money does not measure entertainment to me. Money is what the corporate bigwigs look at when they sit down at the Monday morning staff meeting. I remember being a kid at school talking about our favorite teams, our favorite football, basketball, baseball teams, all that stuff. And not once did any of us come back and say, well, this team makes the most money. How is that a barometer? How is that a gauge? I don't care how much money you made. You remember when the wrestlers would get on social media and try to defend their actions with money. Remember when Seth did that and damn near got canceled? Let's measure bank accounts and let's see that what then. Motherfuckers trying to flex money when talking about the greatest is not a flex.
Champion. Listen. Why don't you come out here and you say to my face, come on? Huh?
And time for more music. I respect Danhausen's work and how he's etched out something special. He has something that makes him stand out. What work? I'm sorry. Danhausen is funny. He is funny. He is entertaining. But for me, that shit has a supreme shelf life. Like that is not that is fun in its very own little niche, if that makes sense. All right. But Danhausen will never be anything further than what he is right now, which is comedy. He wouldn't be any further than R-Truth. It's funny. It's comedy. But when it's time for the show to begin, okay, now move over to the way so the real wrestlers can come out here and do their thing.
Okay. The audacity of this man to stand in the middle of this ring and say, why don't you come say it to my face? You know, I would love to, but I'm pretty sure you sat in front of a mirror for 30 minutes and painted up your chin and then decided to hide your entire identity. Unlike me, who stands in the spotlight, no mask, no hidden identity, no. My name is All Ego Ethan Paige, and I hail from the greatest country on earth, Canada. And not only that, you want to know a little bit more about me, Penta? Well, I pinned the Intercontinental Champion in the middle of this ring last week. Now, in my brain, that would make me the #1 contender for said championship, but you might be a little afraid to lose to me again.
Ethan, listen, pendejo. I'm not afraid to defend my title against you. And you know what? Let's fight right now, cabrón!
Oh boy, told you Penta won't back down.
Hold your horses, pal. Pump the brakes. You are a man of your word, and I'll give you that. Look at you. You are a fighting champion. You're ready to go right now. Me? I am not. I don't think you even understand what championship you hold, buddy. That's the Intercontinental Championship. That is the token of excellence in all of WWE. Every megastar in this company's history had to hold that to prove their point. And, Papi, you're looking at the next megastar. So that championship needs a spotlight it deserves, just like me. So I'm thinking May 23rd, 2 weeks from now, Saturday night's main event.
Oh, they got a Saturday night's main event coming?
Yeah, not here tonight, obviously. You got that, right? Okay.
Ethan, you see this title? You wanted this? You work hard, pendejo. First. And you know what? Penta is always ready for the war. I will face you anytime, everywhere. ¿Y sabes por qué? Porque yo soy Penta.
Rusev's music. Triple threat time, baby.
Shut up. Paige, I'm talking to you.
He came out and said, shut up.
You amuse me, Paige. But you getting the Intercontinental title before me, that doesn't sit well with me. Because last week, it was we both won this match, but it was me that bounced the head of Penta off that desk.
No, I agree with everything that you're saying.
I'm not done yet.
Okay, finish.
So you better watch what you say next before I need a new amusement in my life.
No. I agree with everything that you just said. So much so that I already said it in Adam Pearce's office. I knocked on his door and I told him, look, I'm the new guy. I don't want to skip the line. Rusev's been here longer. He deserves it. And you know what? I actually almost convinced him until Javon kicked the door open, started screaming at the top of his lungs, saying a bunch of nonsense like, Rusev doesn't deserve it. Rusev's not good enough. Actually, this is a direct quote. He said, why would Rusev get a title match when he can't even beat me?
He said that?
That's Javon.
And now he has to come out.
Whoa. Now, Ethan, you know you lying with your little ugly ass.
No.
You know I didn't say anything to you. You know I didn't say anything to Adam Pearce. Excuse me. And you know for a fact I didn't say that Rusev couldn't beat me. Even if that last line is true. Hey, calm down. I'm just saying, man.
Oh, look at Paige from behind. And now Penta with a kick to Paige, sending Paige over the top rope. And Penta gonna
Fatal
launch himself
four-way.
over as
You don't
well.
say.
Meanwhile, Rusev and Javon Evans going at it in the ring.
That's how it looks to me too, bro.
And Javon is gonna fly. Things breaking down here on Monday Night Raw.
You know why they let Kofi go, don't you? Because they already have a newer and younger Kofi. Kofi was like, pay me or I'ma walk. They were like, They were like, we kind of already have a Kofi. They said, we hear you, Kofi. We have a younger, cheaper Kofi. It's going to cost us less money. We got your son. We have your son. We have your son. Whoa. Let's see here. See. Oh, that's right. It's almost time for Masters of the Universe, June 5th. I might wait for this to come to theaters, but it looks so good. This looks so good, man. I can't wait. I am excited for that one. The Masters of the Universe. Let's see here. Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Oh shit. Hey, we're back.
Javon Evans and Rusev one-on-one. General Manager Adam Pearce making this official moments ago. The first time ever these two have gone one-on-one. And Rusev with a knee to the gut. He's been angry ever since he couldn't get the job done and win the Intercontinental Championship from Penta. He's blamed Ethan Paige. He's blamed Javon Evans.
He blamed everybody but himself.
Oh my goodness, the opportunity to inflict punishment on the man he blames for his WrestleMania disappointment.
Well, Rusev is starved for gold, Corey. He hasn't held the title in WWE since 2019, the three-time United States champion.
This is what Rusev needed to do. Rip Javon Evans out of the skies.
And he wants to see Mortal Kombat shit.
Pick apart
I did not see Mortal Kombat.
Evans is never going to win a power battle with
I
someone
have
like
no
Rusev.
interest in seeing a new one. I'll check it out when it comes home. But when I say I have no interest, I mean I'm not like running to go see it at the theater. I'll check it when it gets to streaming though.
And I cannot get over. I mean, come on, that had to be a bunch of lies that Ethan Paige was telling about Javon Evans.
I don't appreciate you casting aspersions on the character of Ethan Paige recently. Paige has done nothing but live up to his word since he arrived on Monday Night Raw.
He might have lived up to his word, but I don't know if you can trust his word.
Again, you and your character assassinations, Cole.
I mean, Javon Evans, I don't think he'd do that, but nonetheless, Rusev and Evans here one-on-one. And there's the power of Rusev. Nice suplex delivered to Evans.
I still can't get over what you're seeing in the bottom corner of your screen. The AAA Mega Championship on the line.
Doomsday.
Dirty Dom
This show feels like Doomsday. It's starting off a little dull to me, man.
Yeah, the first time ever that championship has been defended here on Monday Night Raw. Dirty Dom has been the champion for the better part of a year, and Rusev now trash talking Evans, who's fighting back.
The fight that's unfolding before our eyes is in the orbit of the Intercontinental Championship. Everybody wants a crack at Penta and his Intercontinental gold.
Yeah, Paige said that he wants Penta a week from Saturday at Saturday night's main event. We'll see what our general manager says about that. As
Brie.
Rusev now climbs up toward the top rope.
What they get?
Paige called the Intercontinental Championship the token of excellence. I
They
like
got Kofi on the second turnbuckle.
As well, he mentioned all-time greats, many Hall of Famers have held the Intercontinental Championship over the
There we
years.
go. Back and forth.
Underrated world
Still on the
titles.
second turnbuckle.
Javon Evans now. Some right hands to Rusev. Rusev may lose his balance here. Headbutt by Evans. Rusev can't hang on.
Rusev was able to mitigate the impact of landing. But Evans
I'm really enjoying
to
this
soldier forward.
this Raw, this
Oh,
talk.
look at that. Wow.
What is there to?
Javon
Nothing has
Evans
happened.
creating offense from the top rope.
Little homage to those
What is
Carolina
standing
boys.
out to you to be something so exciting? You know what I'm saying?
Forearms for the young OG, rocking the jaw.
That boy!
And bouncing off the top rope into a Hurricane Rana. And now it's drop kick to the back of the neck. And Rusev now, I think he's all out of sorts.
I think he is.
Like,
but
what
look
has
at the
happened
eyes
to
of the
call this
young OG.
entertaining? Like, what it?
Where was this thing going?
What
Cole?
exactly is
Where
standing
we
out
at?
to you as like,
Javon
wow,
Evans
this show,
right into a right
woo!
hand by Rusev.
Rusev one step ahead, sensed it coming.
And now dragging
Oh,
Evans
no.
out of the ring. And Rusev now just powering Evans into a fall-away slam onto the announce table.
Gonna be tough for Javon to come back from that.
May not be able to walk.
a kid.
Another commercial break. Like, seriously, what exactly is happening on this show to make it stand out? I'm genuinely curious. I'm trying to figure out what are we gauging as measures to call this a great show? Like, I mean, seriously though, man. Like, what? Are we lowering the bar? Like, what is happening? The opening segment was and the matches so far have also been man. Like, what is... What is happening?
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the
It's D Nice. Wow, we surprised. Yeah, bro. I swear I'm trying to like. This is what I can't stand. People in the chat saying, "Oh, this is boring." We had some good segments that transition into matches, which are advancing stories. I like it. Look, man. If you are enjoying your pro wrestling, enjoy it. I am just trying to figure out how I'm looking at something that's boring and formulaic, and somebody else is looking at it saying, "Man, I'm enjoying this. This is great." Oh, like, what am I missing? Like, I want to enjoy it too. What am I missing, man? Like, how do I get on this bandwagon? What, like, I don't. If this is what's good enough for you, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That's fine. The part that starts to annoy me is when this is fine for you, but then on Wednesday, you will be the same person in this chat telling me everything that's wrong with the show. And then at the end, and then you don't see that. Then you don't see that. That's what I can't figure out. This is entertaining to you, but then on Wednesday, you'll be the biggest hater in the stream. Like, I'm like, what? I don't get it. I feel the exact same way when I'm here trying to figure out women logic.
Back and just brushing off the blow from Javon, saying, "Come on, hit me again."
You know, like the age-old like argument between like husband and wife, and husband tries making sense and making logic, but then wife does women shit, and then the guy just like, okay, whatever.
Super kick. Here comes the OG. Javon Evans now knocks Rusev down, and perhaps he's starting to feel it.
Is it run-in time? It's hey, it's a Monday, man. But let me tell you something, man.
Oh goodness, that stunned Rusev.
I've objectively thought this shit through, and I just don't understand it. Like, by this standard, if this is okay, why is it so bad on another show? Because this is no different.
This springboard from the outside, full impact on the clothesline, almost riding Rusev down into the canvas, but still not enough. Now feeding off the WWE fans
all right.
University of Tennessee. Uh-oh, caught by Rusev.
So I gotta figure out how to get you in here, because I was using my phone to watch the show, because my computer is full of bullcrap.
Continues to work on the lower back. Just every shot with malice by Rusev.
Let me work on it,
Evans though with a kick.
because this boring ass match is not keeping me here. So let me work on it right now.
Oh, he got caught by Rusev. Oh, what a Uranagi by Rusev. Slamming Javon Evans to the mat. And now a Mashka kick from Rusev. Drops Evans. Is this enough?
Someone text when the call is on. No. Don't go anywhere.
Again, that's the
We all bashed his opinion on the show. Let's give him a chance to explain himself.
Of the Bulgarian brute Rusev. The Mashka kick has brought Rusev so
WWE bias is disgusting.
And now Rusev calling for the submission hold, known as the Accolade. Wisely, Evans rolled onto his back. A double up kick from the young OG. Stop Rusev for the moment. Here comes Javon. Oh, springboarding off the ropes into a kick to Rusev. Sends him to the outside. And this is where Evans feels comfortable.
Where did it send Rusev, Cole? Outside!
Rusev taken down by Evans.
Shit.
The young OG now trying to keep his foot on the gas pedal, trying to earn a win over Rusev.
Evans up to the top rope. OG caught her.
He got it.
Yeah, maybe not. Evans still with the small of his back causing issues. Into the cover now, but he did get him. Big win for Evans.
Javon Evans wins. Now that story of Javon Evans and Rusev can advance, I guess. I don't know.
For his lower back. And his Intercontinental Championship gold.
So much fun.
Like, I don't know.
Watch Javon Evans in action.
Yo, can you hear us?
I can hear you, sir. Can you hear me?
We can. So wait, give me a second. I got an idea. Okay. I need you to turn your TV down, sir.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. All right, and do that. Full screen. Wait, why is this here? Collapse. There we go. And what else am I missing? That, and there we go. Full screen. And we're in. My friend, the floor is yours. So before we get too far into it, I found out one of the problems with my PC crashing on me.
Oh, what's going on?
It's something up with the Netflix video player.
Really?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. So like whatever the Netflix video player is using, is conflicting with shit on my. What the fuck did she do to my laptop? Why would she shut it?
Uh-oh.
I'll bring it up to her and she'll be like, oh, what? I didn't do it. No, it was somebody else. Why would you shut down the laptop mid-application like that? So now when I open it up, shit is running that I don't want running.
Uh-oh. Certain websites that you may not want up?
Nah, she left CapCut up with OBS.
Oh.
And like close them shits out. All right, here we go. So long story short, the problem with the problem with the stream dying, it was something going on with the Netflix video player that was getting in the way of everything, and it was just, I don't know, just shutting down. So I'm not playing Netflix on the PC while I'm streaming. I was using it on my phone, but now I'm using the phone for this call. So now I open my laptop up over here. So now I got Monday Night Raw up right here. But now the audio can't play through the stream, which fine, because most of Monday Night Raw is just music anyway. So
Music that you can't play.
music that I can't play. So okay, I'm aware that the dynamic on this show is usually, you come on and defend WWE despite its mediocrity or straight up bullshit. And then you have a hard time admitting when things are not good. I'm not saying you never have. I'm just saying you have to, it's like pulling teeth. When the thing is, most of the time, most people are saying that the product is just not in a good place. And it's just not. And I'm not talking about the people who other people think have biases. I'm talking like impartially. I've seen Cultaholic and Wrestle talk about how just not good the product is. And everybody knows how overly positive those channels try to be about everything. So while I got you here, and the reason why you're here, please explain to us why this show somehow, and I didn't even call it a bad show. I don't think anybody here is calling it necessarily a bad show, but nothing is happening. Absolutely nothing is happening to call it exciting, good, fun, great, anything other than mediocrity. But you are seeing otherwise. What are you seeing that makes this show other than just boring?
So, first thing I see is WWE is definitely, they're in a reload period when it comes to their talent. They're, they're positioning new talent to kind of get in there. They have had an influx of new talent, especially on Raw. They're trying to get more time for the guys like the Javon Evans. We see Ethan Page on there. And, they're trying to get Rusev hot. Or they're trying to at least do something with Rusev to get him on TV, which I respect. They got Joe Hendry. They're trying to get Joe Hendry out there a little bit more on TV now. You see these things. What I've seen tonight is
Let me pause you right there for a second though, because I won't even debate that. I won't even argue that, because I'll say this. Usually, and this happens in professional sports as well, usually you'll have dynasties and great teams who be, known to be great, but then all of a sudden they'll go through a rebrand. They'll go through a reloading period where there's going, and they say that to their fans because they want the fans to understand that there is going to be a lull. There is going to be something that is going to be less than what you are used to while we restructure. So if you are saying that they are restructuring and rebranding and reloading and all the other stuff, I would say, okay, that's fine. That happens. But inherently, those periods comes with not so great of a return of what you're used to. So if you're admitting that they're in a reloading and a rebranding and the product is still good during the rebranding, my God, bro. It would make more sense to say, well, it's bad because they're rebranding and reloading and starting over. Okay. It makes sense. Okay. Because when you're starting from the bottom and getting fresh talent and getting new people over and starting from a different beginning, that's going to come with a lull. But you're saying that it's good during the lull. So please continue to explain this one.
Well, they're doing it I believe they're doing it in a good way. I like how they've, so far they've done segment. Segment has transitioned into in-ring confrontation, which has then segued into a match. They did it twice. They did it with the Vision and the Street Profits, and then they just did it again with Ethan Page and Penta. And then that turned into, they got Javon Evans involved, they got Rusev involved, and that ended up going into a match between Javon Evans and Rusev. I like that transition. It's good because it's a TV show. You know, Obviously, Ethan Page, you can see it. Ethan Page is going to pretty much be challenging for the Intercontinental title soon. But you're also going to have Javon Evans in that mix. Uh, I hope that they don't do a triple threat or a fatal four way. I want them to do Ethan Page versus Javon Evans, and then somehow Ethan Page survives Javon Evans and then gets to go to Penta or something like that. Actually, I think they already he already challenged him for a match at Saturday Night's main event. Uh, so if they're going to, however it is, you got these guys in the mix. You let everyone know that these guys are in the mix, and then you're going to, have them have matches against each other, and then whoever comes out on top is going to be ultimately the Intercontinental Champion after that. I like how Ethan Page. First of all, I'm a Ethan Page fan. He's entertaining. He does his job well as being like the ish disturber. Um, I think he's talented. He's good in the ring. He's really good, and I like what he does. Um, so any segment that he's in, he makes the segment better. Now, with that being said, because you just said, okay, well, what about Wednesday night? The problem with Wednesday nights a lot of time is that they're just random matches apropos of nothing. A lot of the good story beats they don't even show on Dynamite. They end up showing them on Collision, or they end up being shown on social media. That is one of the main problems. It's just a bunch of matches. A lot of them are really good matches, but they just apropos of
I was,
nothing.
I was just getting ready to say, is there too much wrestling there? Yeah, but the wrestling is really good. So even if the story is not there, and it's not there, at least not to my standard, the storylines are not there. When you go to an indie show, and I've been to plenty of them, the wrestling is normally pretty damn good. It just lacks story because it's not a reoccurring show. It's an indie show. So they provide great wrestling. When I go to an indie show, I have a good time because the wrestling is good and I don't expect a bunch of story. When I watch my television shows, I expect story. But at the very least, the wrestling is good. The wrestling is so good that I could sit here and say this is entertaining and fun. I wish there was more story, but the matches are good. But from what I've seen here today, there has been nothing to give me to hang my hat on to go with. This is a good show. Like not, and I'm not alone. I know most of the people here. Like it's, but at the same time, I'm trying to give them credit. Nothing happened to make it stupid or boring or a terrible show. It's just a show happening, but it is enough to make me question what's going on since, all of the terminations and all of the restructuring, and most importantly, the reports and confirmation that AI is being used by WWE. So what is happening here that leads me to say this is a great show? I've seen nothing. The fact that they're using different people does not mean it's a good show. It just means, okay, they're starting over from scratch and starting new stuff to get interested in. That's going to take time to develop. But that doesn't mean it's entertaining now. It means they're working on something to be something down the road, and that takes time to get there. So I would have taken, hey, yeah, like the show is boring, but they're in a rebrand, and it's going to take some time to get back up there. I swear to you on everything, I would have taken that as like, okay, well, we'll see where these stories go down the road, because yeah, rebranding does take time to get back to where you were. Nobody goes through a rebuilding process and stays at the same level. But you just admitted that they were doing a rebranding, a rebuilding, starting over, getting new storyline, new people involved, and that. Okay, granted, but that leads to our belief of the show is not very great right now because they're going through a rebranding. So if you would have came out and said, okay, granted the show is a little boring right now, but this is the reason why, and you would have told us the things that you told us, I would have been sitting there saying, guys, he has a point. He has a point. They're rebuilding and rebranding and starting over, and it takes time to get these guys off the ground. But that's not what you're saying. They are rebranding and rebuilding, and already it's entertaining. How?
I'm not saying that, okay, so because you're using two different descriptive words. You're saying great and then good. Okay, I'm not saying that the show is great. Like
I'm saying it's
To
boring.
me and I'm not going to go as far as to say that it's boring. I'm saying that the show was good. It's a good, entertaining show. My girlfriend was sitting next to me, and she was watching some of the show. She just left to go and get me something to eat. But she was laughing. She was having emotional reactions to the show. And that tells me from her being a new Bow fame that it's good. It's not great. It's not Attitude Era. It's not SmackDown 6 era. It's not Bloodline versus Cody stuff. It wasn't that. That was just fantastic. But that was on another level. But at the same time, you have your suck, you have your you have your pretty good. You have your, hey, this is great, and then you
Yeah.
have that that top shelf stuff. I'm saying that it's good. It's not bad. Nothing's offensive. They haven't done anything wrong. We haven't seen many housings or anything like that. Everything they've done right now has been good. Yes, they are reloading. You can reload and still be good. Um, or you can just say, like, what, we're scrapping all this, like, back in, you can go back to WWE 1994, 95 with the new generation where they got rid of everybody that you knew. Macho Man gone, Hogan gone, Honky Tonk Man gone, Jake the Snake gone, all those guys gone. And now here it is, we have Diesel and Razor Ramon and Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels. And a lot of people was like, who are these guys? You know, like, oh yeah, those were the underneath guys, from back in the day.
Yeah.
But the fact, but it was still, it was pretty good. A lot of it was bad. Here it is for WrestleMania. They're doing what, like 16,000 at Hartford Civic Center for WrestleMania. Uh,
But
and again,
if
I'm
I'm
not
just
saying
going
that it's
by
bad.
if I'm just going by what we have been given in this first hour, I personally, a guy who reviews wrestling programming, going by this first hour, nothing happened to give me any ammunition to say, I like this. This is good. This is entertaining. It's not great, but it's entertaining. Nothing has happened for me to say anything less than this is boring, man. This is absolutely boring. We had Logan Paul come out with Austin Theory, and then Seth came out. Street Profits led into a triple threat match, very formulaic. Might as well have sent Teddy Long out here to make it a triple threat match player. Just nothing happened to make me say, okay, this is getting there. This is outside of the box. I didn't see this coming. This is a fresh new, bro. It's just there. It's just there. Like James said, lackluster. Is a very, very good. And the thing is, when you have a 3-hour program, I know it's like 2, but it's more like 2.5 at times, whatever.
Yeah.
Mediocrity can get stale and it can get boring. And right now, this show is very mediocre. And there is nothing, there's not enough for me or anyone else here to try to give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that makes a little bit more sense because, let's be honest, the programming has been bad as of late. It's been lackluster building up to WrestleMania. It is not in the best place. The community would agree that pro wrestling as a whole is not in the greatest of places. But we're just going to judge this show in the vacuum from a company that needs to step up their game, from a company that has been lackluster in 2026. This show is not doing them any favors. I'm surprised you found anything to stick your own personal neck out to say that you're enjoying it. I figured this would have been a show that have been like, yeah, I was hoping it would have been better, but this is kind of dull.
No, I disagree. I disagree. Like I said, anytime Ethan Page goes out there and he opens his mouth, I'm like, okay, I'm with it. I want to see it. And again, I'm the type of person, I like to see the build. I like to see the impetus of things. And to get back to your original premise of saying that, okay, I'm going to go on Wednesday and I'm just going to poo poo all over everything. It's because I go on Wednesdays and we see just random matches apropos of nothing. If it's a confrontation that leads to a match that's going to build to something better, I'm like, okay, I see it and I'm with it and I can get with the story. That's why you guys are saying all the time on Wednesdays, where's the story? Where's the story? You don't see it. At least here you see the story. Now people can beef about the execution of everything. Right now, WWE is going with a keep it simple way to tell their stories, which is what AEW needs to do as well. Keep their stories simple. And I've been saying that because AEW has the talent roster. They have these guys that are putting on these phenomenal matches, but since they have no story behind them, they don't have any real steam going behind them. The guys have to work twice and three times as hard to get the same reaction. There was a super chat that I did with JD about 2 or 3 weeks ago that you really scoffed on when I said that. The guys have to in AEW, the guys have to work twice and three times as hard to get the same reaction because there's no emotional investment behind anything.
So you just said that you are a big Ethan Page fan, and that's why you are probably giving this show and segment and stuff a little bit more than it deserves, because not everybody's as big as an Ethan Page fan as you. So sometimes you gotta you gotta leave your fandom to the wayside and judge it objectively. I do it quite often when I have to sit here and talk about how good of a CM Punk match I just witnessed. You know, if I just sit and just use my fandom, I would sit here and shit on it altogether because I don't like the guy. I mean, but just because you like Ethan Page does not make it an interesting segment.
Well, it's the reason why I'm an Ethan Page fan, and I just explained, and I'll explain again, is because I see what he does. His in-ring role. He's a shit disturber. You know, you saw it in the segment how he started name dropping people, and then people started catching strays and stuff. Thank you. Um, I really enjoyed that, and that's what he does. And then he goes out to the ring, he wrestles his matches and everything, and he tells stories and he executes his matches in that shit disturber way, to where a lot of times he wins big matches by some kind of manipulation or something. You know, it's how he works. His work is congruent with his character, and I like seeing that. You know, it can be anybody as long as anybody does that, where their in-ring work is congruent with their in-ring character. I'm for it.
What exactly?
And I become
is
a fan.
What exactly is the? I mean, what are they working on here? What is the Ethan Page and Javon Evans story? Like what is the story there that is just holding you to the product? Like what exactly is it in that particular story?
And look, I'm not trying to say that this is like the most compelling thing on wrestling right now.
That's what I'm trying.
It's a very simple. It's a very simple story. You know, Ethan Page has come up to the main roster. He has his eyes set on the Intercontinental Champion. Okay. At the same time, we just had the ladder match at WrestleMania where the top contenders for the Intercontinental title just went at it. Javon Evans is interested in the Intercontinental title. Penta is the Intercontinental Champion, and Rusev is in there somewhere. Rusev and Ethan Page kind of have like some kind of a weird connection. Is not, it hasn't been completely explained already, but it's, there's something there, and they're advancing that story. The way that I'm able to tell it to you right now means that it's being presented in a way that at least I can understand. Now, if you just come up to the TV every week and turn on Raw, and you're going like this, and you're just like entertain me, and you're not catching it, then then I can't help you. You like maybe you need to watch something else. Go turn on the NBA playoffs or something. You don't need to be watching this.
Okay, by that logic, it would be very, very, very fair to me. It'd be fair for me to say, well, if you're just going into Wednesday with your hands folded saying, now show me the story, then you're just not gonna be following it. You're not gonna get into it. It'd be because as I say, there needs to be story, and as other people say it, I could at the same time sit here and say there is story. It's not their fault. It's that you don't like the story, or if it's not deep enough, or if you're not following the story. There is story. There is story. And I've said this on JD's channel. There is story. But sometimes it's not enough story. Sometimes the story sucks. There is. Now, is a story with every last single match? No. No, but there is story in like the main event matches and like some of the title feuds. There is. I'm aware of that when I see it, and I've explained it. Okay, this story is terrible, or the story is stupid, or sometimes the story is just fine, but needs to be better. All right. But by that same logic, I can sit here and say for the people saying there is no story, there is story. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean there's no story.
I mean, yeah, there's story. There's story between Swerve Strickland and Bandito right now. Why is there a story in it though? I don't know. I think you even brought it up. Swerve Strickland cut a promo talking about what it's like to have power in AEW and why you need to have power and like who am I going to get this power from? Bandito. Bandito is he's
Bandito.
an R.
What?
Yeah, exactly. You know, and the thing is, and Swerve Strickland, he's a guy right now, he's being miscast. He needs to be, you know, in the world title picture. If he's talking about he's looking for power, the world title gives you power. First of all, I don't think he should be a heel right now. He should be a baby face, and he should be. Well, they're building up this whole thing with Okada and Takeshita. He should be going after a heel champion. He should be chasing a heel champion some way, and he's not. They made him a heel well, right now Darby is the baby face. Then have Swerve go after Darby.
Yeah.
Instead, you have him wrestling. You have him wrestling every week, and Darby is putting on these. God bless him. He's putting on these awesome matches, and I think it's going to be a shame what ends up happening afterwards if he ends up just going back down the card and going back down to, somewhat of relevancy. He'll still get a pop because he's Darby. He'll get a pop with the AEW audience.
Right.
But what if I was doing it, I would have him putting on these matches as the TNT champion or the national champion, especially the national champion, because that title needs elevation. They have too many titles, but since it's there, let's go ahead and work with the hand that we're dealt, and let's book this title. And I would have Darby going out there and putting on these amazing matches for that national title, and really having people have eyes on it. And that way, you raise the prestige of the belt, you raise the prestige of Darby Allin. Then, when he loses it, he can lose it in a way where, let's say, MJF is champion. MJF somehow was involved in Darby losing his title. So then Darby has something to move on to. Instead, you have Darby as champion, and then where is he going to go after his world title run?
Look, man, I get it. And at the end of the day, both companies have major flaws in all aspects because, again, pro wrestling is just not in a good place right now. But I think I speak for everyone in the chat who, by the way, your family here, obviously, we're all part of the same crew. We all chill.
Oh, I know they're bashing me in the chat right now. I can't see it, but I'm pretty sure they're like,
well,
where are the pitchforks at?
Because, and again, I speak for the chat when I say you have a different energy level for both the companies, when actually at the end of the day, they both deserve the very same criticism. So meaning by that, I mean, if you're in a boat where WWE is actually okay and fine, then you should have that very same energy for AEW. And if you're in a boat where WWE is just not in a good place, well, you should have that very same energy for AEW. At the end of the day, both companies need help. The difference is they just need help on different aspects. One company is doing wrestling and the other one is doing entertainment, and they both need to elevate what they're not doing on each brand. But at the end of the day, they are equally in the same boat of needing to improve. I, and probably the same for most people here, can't understand how anybody can put one company up and bash the other one when they are both in need of help all around at the end of the day. Both of them. There is not one that is shitting on the other right now. Nowhere. It's not happening, man. And that is being fair. No one is shitting on the other one. So how can one get praised and the other one gets crapped on?
I just feel as though one company is fundamentally okay, they're fundamentally good. And when you have good fundamentals, you can build off that. The other company, AEW, is not fundamentally sound. That's why when they hit pretty good, but when they miss big. And they tend to miss, a lot more, a lot often. You know, you, is anybody complaining about Roman Reigns being the champion right now? Not really, no.
Probably
Is
not.
anybody complaining about is anybody really complaining about Cody Rhodes being the champion right now? Not really.
I don't know. It seems like the WWE verse is starting to turn on Cody. Sprinkles of booze in almost everything that he does. So I would argue that there are some WWE fans who are starting to turn on Cody. Maybe it's not because he's champion. Maybe they're just turning on him because that's how crowds get at times. We all know that. For stale gimmicks.
He's been the champion. Yeah, he's been champion for a while.
Yeah.
But you see Cody he'll go in the ring, he'll start cutting a promo, he'll kind of feel something, and then he'll kind of jack that promo up a little bit, and then next he's got everybody with him again. But all in all, no one is saying this guy shouldn't be this, and then you have other guys defending, well, he should be champion because of this right now, and that's where they're at that's where AEW is at with Darby right now.
Okay, so
And like
that being said,
I will give Darby his flowers in saying he is putting on some phenomenal matches right now. And I just hate to see the fact that he's putting on these phenomenal matches, and in a month, and it's quite possibly in a month from now, after Double or Nothing, it won't mean squat. I don't like that.
But by that logic, that would mean that while MJF was champion, who is an absolutely 5-star fucking pro wrestler, by that logic, when MJF was champion, then you were putting the company over. And we all know that's not the case. You found something else to complain about with AEW.
Because I even though I didn't like the amount of blood, I put over the match with him and Adam Page, and I put over the match with him and Kenny.
But you still put the company down. We know that's what you do here. We know that much. But that had nothing to do with who was world champion. You just found something else to complain about.
I'm at a loss.
But that's
because I give AEW that flowers because they put on great matches, but they have very little to no story. So again, they have to work twice as hard to get the same reaction. That's what I'm saying. I have no problem with the talent. For most of the talent, I don't like. I'm not a John Moxley fan, and not anything personal. I just don't. I don't particularly care for his matches, and I don't particularly care for his booking style. The guy watches Rocky 3 way too much, which is my favorite movie, and he takes the wrong things from it. He did it with CM Punk, and now he's doing the same thing with Will Ospreay. He's doing that Rocky 3 thing, which that is all wrong right now. It is all wrong.
I get it, man. But we got to get back to the show, man. But again, I do believe, like, just going forward, I think I'm starting to see it now. I think the difference in what we're seeing here and why people are constantly calling you a shill is that you have a different set of energy for different shows. And what we see is both shows need to improve. That's what we all see. Most wrestling fans, we're all seeing, like, this show sucks and this show is no better. It's just for different reasons.
I'm not saying that WWE is perfect, but I can see what they're doing, how they're reloading, they're shuffling the deck a little bit as far as the talent. SmackDown needs a lot of help. Because number one, they cut a lot of people. Number two, they didn't exactly replenish the people that they cut. So I'm really interested to see who gets pushes on SmackDown, or are we going to see a little bit more, cross movement between the two?
Yeah. All right, man, let's get back here before we miss the Soul Snatcher.
All right.
Take it easy, bro. Thank you so much, man.
All right, take care.
Deuces. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, once again, the incomparable Mr. David Rice. Hold on, let's get back to the Soul Snatcher. We're going to miss it. We're going to miss it. Hurry up. Close that shit. I got too much shit open at one time. There we go.
Get some feeling back in that leg as she climbs up to the top.
What an upset!
And a kick out at 2. Talk
There we
about
go.
a different
Now we're cooking.
Look at a tornado DDT, Corey.
Brings to mind the classic Piperism. When you think you've got the answers, I change the questions.
Yeah, D Nice. That's just what we don't get. Is that most of us are just looking at the show, and we're just getting fatigue. So when someone, you mentioned your girlfriend was watching the show and she was enjoying it, bro. We've been watching the shit that pro wrestling has been giving us for years. 4 years. And it wasn't like soon as we started watching it, we were bored and had fatigue of it. When we first started watching it, we were enjoying it too. But now years into it, we're just all getting fatigue of the laziness they're giving us as of late. But if you just started watching it, yeah, it's all fresh to you, bruh. We have fatigue. We are fans who've been watching this shit for a long time. And I have complete faith that your girlfriend, after so long of watching the shit that she's finding entertaining right now, she wouldn't have this very same energy.
Look at her Soul Snatcher. No. Io Sky just avoided the Soul Snatcher and turned it into a pinning combination.
Did y'all see that botch Soul Snatcher? I don't know if it was a botch. It looked weird. I understand that it was supposed to be a missed Soul Snatcher, but it came off as weird. It felt like that was never going to hit, no matter what position. Let me see that replay. Like she just fell and missed the soul. She didn't even go for it. She didn't even go for it. That was a weird botch of a Soul Snatcher. She went to miss it, and it was supposed to be a miss, but look at the replay again. She never went for Io's head. She never went for it. She just did the flip and fell straight down. Never went for the Soul Snatcher. She just went for the move. It looked very weird.
The future is bright.
Like she went up, did the flip, and just did the flip and landed. So like if Io never came from behind, like what would Soul Ruka have done? She just would have went there and just fell straight on her ass and never grabbed her. She never made an attempt to grab her to actually do the move. Go look at it again. I understand they have to come up with dynamic ways to counter that move because you just can't hit it every time you do it. But that looked very off-putting. Like, what was she going to do? How about this? How about this? To D Nice that's already defending it. Imagine you have no idea what the Soul Snatcher is supposed to look like. Go rewind it and watch it again, because they're just showing replays of last week anyway. Go watch it again. And imagine you have no idea what the move is supposed to look like. And just look at what happens. Look at the execution of what happens. I'm looking at it, I'm saying, well, what was she planning on doing? Because she didn't even reach out to try to do the cutter. Essentially, it's a cutter. She never actually tried to do the cutter. She just went and did the flip and landed.
It was bad. Sometimes, between me and you, I think the OTC get a little bit delusional, man. I mean, when if Jacob do show up tonight, Oos? You think he's gonna acknowledge the OTC?
No, man.
Hell no, he's not.
Some different type of family business we got going on here, Oos.
It is, brother. And this family can be stressful.
Hey, man. Our family is the reason why we're here today. And remember that.
Well, I'm gonna go out there with the OTC. Good luck with Jacob.
It'll be quite the night later.
I don't know. So Ruka will be fine. I think she's starting to come off as a little one-dimensional when everybody sees her in a match and they're all just waiting for the Soul Snatcher. And that happens quite often to people with, you know, with finishers that are over and shit like that. They're just waiting for the move. Remember when Randy Orton, it's all about the RKO. Orton's in a match, we gotta, where's the RKO? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a very one-dimensional aspect. So, he's entitled to his opinion, however biased it may be. That's a very good call, Jane. You know, we give D Nice shit here because we give each other shit. You guys give me shit all the time, but that's what friends do, man. I don't take offense to it. You know what I'm saying? Neither does he. There's a lot of times I genuinely, people who share different opinions than me, they intrigue me. Dead ass. People who have different opinions than me genuinely intrigue me because I'm interested in their way of thought and how they're thinking and how they got to the deduction that they got to, because I know how I got to mine. So now I'm interested in the dialogue of how did you come to that? Because I got to where I am because of this. And I hear what you're saying, but I have no idea how you got to where you are. So help me understand it. And if you do, I am not opposed to changing my way of thinking. I am not opposed to it because maybe you can provide something that I was not thinking about.
Stage with the Street Profits. Guys, you said earlier tonight you came back with one goal to get those tag team titles back. Well, in 2 weeks, you have a chance to accomplish that goal, I imagine. I mean, it looks like you're feeling pretty good.
Oh, we feeling great. This is exactly what we came back for. You know what I'm saying, fam?
D-Nice says, step up, pay the toll, call in, and put your opinion on record. Fair. It's easy to sit in the chat and hide behind the keyboard and say, ha, 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 ha.
You keep saying this, we. They ain't no
What do you think and why? What do you think and why? You know, if it's not this point or a different point. Like, I don't know.
I said it.
Hold on.
And I was wrong.
Let's see what they got to say here.
You know what, Seth? You're every single thing they say about you. Everybody. The greatest in our generation. A revolutionary. But you know what they also say? You're not to be trusted. We don't need your ass to win the tag team championships. Bet on that.
Oba. So, you know, as in the day and age in 2026, there's way too much tribalism going on around in the community. And the second you don't like one thing about one company, it's always coming up that, oh, if it was this company, it'd be different. Because sometimes a lot of people, and D-Nice, this is the whole thing about the chat and with you, the things that you say sometimes, they're not necessarily wrong. And we get it. And you may have a valid point in the thing that we could be talking about at the time. The problem comes into play is that you completely change your vibe when on Wednesday night when AEW comes on, because now you start thinking, you know, okay, see if this makes sense. On Monday, the glass is half full for you. On Wednesday, the glass is half empty. It could be the same fucking glass. At the end of the day, both glasses have 50% fluid. But for you, you're like, hey, it's almost full, it's getting there. But on Wednesdays, it's, man, this glass is almost empty. There's the lack of consistency. And that's the part that we're constantly giving you shit about it. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I mean, you could be right about whatever topic that we're on, but we know for a fact that if it was a different night of the week, and the same exact scenario is happening, you're going to change your tune quite a bit. Why? Because they're here every week. At this stage, the people who are here right now, everybody who is here listening to my voice, we've been in this journey together for a while, and we've seen it. We have seen it, man. It's like, okay, you might be right or you might be wrong about this. I don't know. But on Wednesday, you said this and did this. But then Wednesday come and then you're like, I don't like how this show is starting. I don't like how this or that, and this is wrong and this is wrong. And I'm like, bro, you might be right on it. But again, if this was Monday, you'd be a lot more optimistic. Like, whoa, wait a minute. I mean, you got to give it a chance. Let it play out. That's not being fair at all. You know? I don't know. It's a whole weird dynamic. Triple M, what up, though? You heard the show was horrible. You didn't hear D Nice's take, man.
One day. Thanks. I look forward to it. Thank you.
If you just got here, you missed the whole discussion me and D Nice had. You gotta check it out.
So you're supposed to be the next big thing, huh? You couldn't even beat Io Giannetti. Guess those lights are too bright.
Becky's an a-hole. Oba. Oh, this sucks. Like, I want to play the music. I want to play the music. I want to play the music. Man. See just a quick little barb like that with Becky calling Io Giannetti. Yeah, she's been doing it for a couple of weeks now. What did he say? Summary. He likes the show. We're finding it just very mid. I mean, it's very mid. I mean, they're focusing on the mid card for this show. We just find it boring. I mean, again, he's a glass half full guy for WWE and half empty for AEW. I just want better pro wrestling all around. I want better pro wrestling from both companies. They both need to up their damn game. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. I'm not about to sit around and let these companies get away with mediocrity when I know they can do better. They can do better. They can absolutely do better. Come on, open challenge. Who we got?
The time has come. Now the Oba Femi Open Challenge begins.
Okay, Oba. Listen, we're all excited for the Open Challenge, believe me.
Adam Pearce,
That
like, what the hell did I do?
Nobody back there was willing to answer the challenge. Therefore, it's my duty to inform you that the Oba Femi Open Challenge is canceled for tonight. I'm sorry.
Question, did you like SmackDown during the SmackDown 6 era?
Decision from our
Stand by, D Nice. Hold on. Let me see where they going with Oba here.
You can do your job. All right. You see, nobody wants it. Everyone is a coward. Everyone is a coward. We can't find anybody. We can't find anyone.
No, oh God, he's gonna kill people.
Angel and Berto, Los Garza.
Bro,
Sending Angel into the...
they trying to riz those girls up, man. Don't be a hater.
No, he's carrying Angel and carrying Berto and dragging Angel out into the arena. Nobody would answer the challenge, so Oba found his own.
They was trying to riz those girls up, bro.
Have an open challenge. I was hoping you'd dust off the orange singlet, Cole. No chance.
Oba out there hating.
Power of the ruler, my God! Nearly put Angel through the side of the ring.
I hate this, of course.
Pleading with him. I don't want to be involved in this. These guys are in street clothes. I don't blame the rest of the roster.
Of course.
You got to be out of your damn mind to step in the ring with Oba. Well, there's an official out here. He called for the bell, so I guess the open challenge is underway. This is a 2-on-1 handicap match. This is a mugging, Cole. For all intents and purposes.
Open challenge. This was a match with no story.
Femi's like a runaway train right now. No moss. And the power now of Femi. The shot put an Angel over Berto. Good God. Berto, why didn't you catch him? He caught one of his own.
Oh my God.
The most impromptu of open challenges ever. Oba Femi. Fall from grace.
Fall from grace.
Does that officially go down as a loss for them?
Here is your win.
All right. Did I like this? Did I like the SmackDown 6 stuff? So around the time of the SmackDown 6 era, which in case you don't know, that is the era where Paul Heyman was running SmackDown because Vince was just, I don't know if he was lazy about it or didn't care about it, but he just chalked it up to like whatever, let Paul Heyman run it. And Paul Heyman ran SmackDown so goddamn good that it was better than Raw. And SmackDown was the absolute shit. So did I enjoy it? When it was happening live, I wasn't watching it. Why? Because I was just completely fed up with WWE at the time. But I went back and watched like some of it after the fact when some of my favorite podcasters and stuff like that were watching it. And going back and watching it, such great fucking wrestling, man. It's probably some of the best wrestling of the WWE in any WWE era. All right. It was good shit. It was fantastic shit, man. A lot of it was heavy on the wrestling, but it was heavy on the story too. You know, you had the Mamacita stuff going on and stuff like that, man. It was such good stuff. It was such good stuff. Paul Heyman is a wrestling genius that he'll never get credit for. He's so good, man. And people know how good Heyman is. And that being said, he's still underrated.
Anything you need, I got you. Anything you need.
Finn Balor.
Balor just killed McDonough. Oh, well.
Don't you have a match tonight? Looks like you're gonna have to go out there alone, mate.
I got gold to defend. Something you wouldn't know anything about.
Well, so much for JD McDonough's being back up to Dominic. Well, I hope Dom can concentrate.
That's crazy. But they've already done this match with Balor and Dirty Dom Dom. Are they trying to run this shit back? What are we doing here? Are we trying to run it back? Here comes Dirty Dom Dom. I am a Dominic Mysterio fan, man. I am a Dirty Dom Dom lover. If you got a problem with Dom, you got a problem with me. He is so good at such a young age, man. I feel like it's hard to not like the guy. Oh, more AAA bullshit now. Come on, man. El Grande Americano. How do you fight Lesnar? Yeah, he did beat Brock Lesnar. Now they just got him doing open challenges. I don't know. I think they're pacing themselves with Oba. To be honest with you, because the faster you bring him up, then there's nowhere for him to go but down. So right now they are trying their best to keep him as low on the card as possible, because the more he moves up, then the further he's going to stay. You know what I'm saying? You start giving him like title matches and shit like that, and now you got to make him champion, and he's got to get beat, you know, and just... I think they're trying not to move so fast with him because they don't want to bring him back down the totem pole. They want to leave him up there as he moves up. But Oba is the future Brock Lesnar, man. Oba is the future. Oh, he's good. He's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious, like some of the shit he does to apparently a tag team. Oh wait, what did D-Nice say? I don't like this because they could be doing something with Angel and Berto, but they're doing this instead. Bro, they've made it very clear they're not doing shit with the tag division. They don't give a shit about it. They've made that abundantly clear. What are they really gonna do with these two guys? I mean, what realistically, what are they going to do with those two guys? They're not doing shit with them. They're not doing shit with them. They're really not. Should they be? Yeah. Yeah. But we know they're not. You know what I'm saying? We know they're not doing shit with those guys. Oba doesn't have Brock's accolades. Oba just started. You think Brock Lesnar was born with accolades? You know, when Brock just started, he didn't have any accolades. He didn't have shit. He had a failed NFL run. What do you have, an amateur pro wrestling background? Most wrestlers have that. That's not shit. Oba just started. They could be using tag teams to have those banger matchups. Well, we don't care about tag teams. Fought Kurt Angle back in the day. Kurt Angle was one of the very few, very rare talent that came in with accolades. Kurt was a goddamn Olympic champion when he came in. As a matter of fact, you probably never heard this before, but believe it or not, Kurt Angle won the gold medal with a broken freaking neck. True story. You've probably never heard it before. Brock was an NCAA champion. Bro, that's not shit, man. With all due respect. With all due respect, that's not shit compared to the athletes that you're dealing with right now and the sport you're dealing with right now. I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't consider that an accolade. gold medal, for Olympic gold medalist. We're talking business, bro. I don't think people really realize what it takes to win an Olympic gold medal.
Dom does have a tall task ahead of him tonight in the form of the original El Grande Americano. Corey Graves, the voice of AAA. Tell us the importance of this AAA Mega Championship. This is the
most pro wrestlers, not all of them, most pro wrestlers have the physical ability of being a D1 athlete.
September 12th of last year.
They do. Most pro wrestlers have the ability, physical ability to be a D1 athlete. Not very many of them have what it takes to be the goddamn gold medalist. Especially winning one with a broken freaking neck. He did that. You probably never heard that before. True story.
I make fun of Dirty Dom a lot, but there's no doubt that he's accomplished so much here in WWE. And I guess since he's held the title for 241 days, he really is the king of the luchadors, at least this point in time.
Well, you have to look at some of the legends that have held the Mega Championship prior to Dirty Dom, including the man who Dom defeated, El Hijo del Vikingo, who is one of the most dominant Mega Champions in history. But we're talking about Tejano Jr., beautiful, bridging Northern Lights by the original. We're talking about Dr. Wagner Jr., an incredible list of who's who in the world of lucha.
And if you're new to AAA, where can we hear you, JBL, and Rey Mysterio call the action?
Every Saturday night streaming on WWE's YouTube channel as we witness the original El Grande Americano attempt to dislocate the shoulder of the reigning Mega Champion.
Can you imagine if the OG wins the Mega Championship tonight, what that would do to El Grande Americano and his psyche going to the mask versus mask match?
Well, the original.
Me personally, I am sincerely over this Grande Americano bullshit. And to me, it just feels like that. It feels like everybody involved, they just don't have any better storylines for them. That's what it feels like to me. Like it was cool, it was gimmicky, it was funny when it started, but it's been going on way too fucking long. This is enough. I think we've seen enough. Chad Gable is one of the absolute best pro wrestlers in this company right now. And the best they got for him at this stage is this shit. Move on from it, man. We get it. It was funny. It was cool. It was all good. For me, it's run its course. You know, and being told that it's over in AAA just leads me to say, then leave it up over there. Let them have it. But then I say don't do that because I don't want them to just have Chad Gable and we don't get him. No, man, bring him back. Get him out of that damn mask. The guy is funny. The guy is underrated with his comedic timing. It's Chad Gable. It's very underrated with his comedic timing, man. The guy is hilarious. And literally one of the best wrestlers in that company. In that company. I would venture to say bell to bell and Greco-Roman style wrestling, Chad Gable is the closest thing to a Kurt Angle that WWE has right now. The guy is fucking good. He is so good, man. This shit behind a mask is just, come on, man. It's over already. Move on, man. The gimmick has jumped the shark for sure. For sure. I think they've absolutely squeezed it dry. They have nothing else left for it. But they have nothing else for him to do, so might as well keep him in this mask. Find something else for him to do. The guy's fucking great. He can do whatever you give him. Nine o'clock. Come on, wind this show down. They're low-key stretching Raw from 2 hours to 3, just slowly but surely. What? My last comment didn't show up on screen. The last thing I see from you, Frag Dude, is it sounds like Netflix is using a copyright system. Is that accurate? See. No offense, Jesse, but not every Olympic gold medalist can achieve what Kurt Angle did. No offense, not every Olympic gold. No, Kurt Angle is an elite gold medalist, bro. No, not every gold medalist can do what Kurt did. Fuck no, man. Kurt Angle's a freak of nature, man. Absolute freak of nature.
And a kick out by Mysterio. What this would mean if OG won. As we take another look at the breathtaking athleticism of the original Americano. The original could potentially march in to the mask versus mask match on the 30th of the month as the reigning AAA.
Tonight might be LeBron's last. Yeah.
Dominic turns it around into a pinning combination.
I gotta. Hopefully, I get out of here in fucking time.
And Dirty Dom gonna walk the tightrope into a deep arm drag. Esto es lucha. This is wrestling. The Michinoku driver by Dominic.
If they end this damn
kick out by the OG.
In this damn show, I'm gonna go watch the Lakers game tonight. Just we playing Destiny this week. Yeah, man. Definitely need to get up on some Destiny. I wanna so find out what kind of farming we need to be doing for the June update.
See the urgency in the movements of America.
What do we need to be doing to prep for the June update?
Oh my goodness. It's a testament to the grit, the toughness, and the determination of Dirty Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, I agree with you on that. I don't know how Dom kicked out. And now the original El Grande Americano gonna head up.
Too many masked men.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Rayo and Bravo. Yeah, we've got company.
This Raw isn't it today. No, it's really not crazy. It's, I mean, not for me. It's not doing it, man. More masked men and
Tornado DDT into the cover and a kick out.
I'm going to bed. I have no interest in the Bloodline doing the same shit they do every week. All right, Derek. Thanks for coming to chill, bro. More masked men.
Hermanos Americanos. Bruno and Julio attacking Rayo and
Good and riddance of LeBron, bro. You better show some respect to the king, man.
Courtesy of Julio. Americano pick the ankle. And again, El Grande up on the apron. The real Americano leveled by the OG. He's in possession for the 619. OG took his eye off Dom to deal with El Grande. And now the frog splash by Dominic. The cover. Dominic retains.
Oh, damn, music was playing. You still want to play D1? The bounty prep. Do they still even have bounties in D2? I don't even know where to get bounties from anymore. Like, legit, I don't even know where to get bounties from anymore. They moved them out of the tower and everything. Now you got to go searching for them on planets. Come on, man. Wheel Roman out here and get this shit moving on. I'm glad that somebody said something, man. Who did that? Crazy J. Shout out to Crazy, man. I forgot about the Lakers game tonight, but now I want to hurry up and get off here and go check it. Starts in about 20 minutes. Let's go. Come on, get with it.
North Carolina.
Next Monday, a bunch of women. Oh, the women's tag team match. Okay. Oba's Open Challenge continues. We see how that went. Playing at the age of 41. I'm telling you, man, LeBron don't get... I don't think LeBron gets the credit he fucking deserves, man. The guy is 41, playing at a very high level. He's not the same LeBron he used to be, clearly, back in the day.
Yeah, my honest reaction, Jackie.
I don't get why he gets so much disrespect, man.
Is that I wish you would go away.
I think LeBron's career will end.
If I have to listen to that song,
The fire, Logan Paul.
Stop.
I think LeBron's career will end with him solidly being the number 2 best player to ever play this game. Solid.
Scalpel to my ears, cutting my ears off. I cannot stand Joe Hendry. First off, he's tone deaf. Second off, the song's not that good. I made a version myself. We admire Logan Paul. That's what it should have been, by the way.
What you did. Hey, we're gonna go get tomahawks. We're gonna go to dinner. Relax. All right. Jump in the car. I love steak. Jump in the car. Enough of this.
Well, listen, Theory, I do want to ask you about your title defense in 2 weeks against the Street Profits. How are you preparing?
Who's
for the
number
challenge
1?
that they
I'm not
present?
going to answer that, bro.
You want to ride? No, I'm good, thanks. All right.
I am not going to answer that. I'm not going to dignify that with a response.
Austin Theory and Logan Paul have left the building, Cole, and they've got a title defense to prepare for in 2 weeks.
Thanks, Wacky. Call her Wacky? That's what Logan called it, isn't it?
Here comes the Tribal Chief. Bro, I think LeBron, you know, it was probably up for debate at one point in his career. I'm not even sure where that point was, but it was still up for debate. At this point, clearly his career has peaked. He is coming down. He is nowhere near the best player in the league anymore. So we've seen the best of him. We've seen what he can do in the clutch and everything else. We've seen it all. I think his position is solidified at the absolute number 2 player to ever play this sport. Ever. And that is, bro, that's an accomplishment. If I set out to do something and then turns out I'm the second world's greatest, I feel that I've accomplished something. I mean, the guy did something that most people wish they could do, you know, and he is the second best to ever do it. Ever do it. And that's no disrespect to, you know, Kobe. I think Kobe is also solidified at number 3. I think Kobe is absolutely solidified at number 3, and that's not a knock on Kobe. That's nothing, and bro, this is no disrespect to anybody who's not 2. So, I mean, seriously, Kobe is the shit. If I found out Kobe was on my team, I feel like I already won. You know, not everybody can be LeBron. Not everybody can be Jordan. It is what it is. I think after that, I think the debate can begin. I think after number 3, the debate can begin. I think it's Jordan, LeBron, Kobe. I think, and it's just my list, bro. I think they've solidified themselves as 1, 2, and 3, and it's gonna be a while before those spots are moved. After Kobe, after 3, discussions can be had. Bill Russell, Kareem, you know, Shaq. You know, there's a crap ton. There's a crap ton of phenomenal players in the history. But I think 1, 2, and 3 are locked up. For now. It's not to say that they can never be surpassed. It's not to say they can never be surpassed, although I will say I don't think anybody's ever topping Jordan. But hey, who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Who knows? Who knows? But down the road, I think LeBron's spot can be touched. I think Kobe's spot could be touched. I don't know if anybody's ever catching Jordan. To be honest with you, I don't know if anybody's ever catching Jordan. But as it stands now, number 4, I think it's up for debate. And I don't think there's necessarily a wrong answer either, because there's been so many fucking good players in the league, man. Hakeem. I think Hakeem Olajuwon is very underrated. You know what I'm saying? It's just, man. I think it's hard to beat the top 3, man. I think if we had a team with Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe in their prime, you can add 2 more players. I don't care. That team is not losing. If you get a team with LeBron, Jordan, and Kobe on one team, that team just wins everything. It just wins. Give me a solid center. Give me a solid center and a top-rated PG. Give me a top-rated point guard, a top-rated passing point guard. Give me a dominant center and a top-rated passing point guard along with the other top 3, and it's a team that never loses. Ever, 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 fucking ever. Ever, 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 ever. Can't lose. Impossible.
The head of the table, Roman.
And Roman's still coming out. Chris Paul is solid. Chris Paul is solid. Give me a, man, they had like a, Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, and then have like a Chris Paul. Give me a John Stockton. Give me a John Stockton at point guard with a Kareem at center. A Bill Russell at center. Bro, it's over. It's over, man. Never lose. Never lose. Ever, ever, ever. Come on, Roman. Get your acknowledgments in and get out of the ring, bruh. I'll take Bird, Magic, Russell. Epic, man. We forgot Scotty. We did not forget Scotty, bro. Y'all don't understand. When I said everything I just said, I'm saying that there are a crap ton of absolutely phenomenal players out there, man. I'm not trying to say that the other ones that I did not mention suck. I'm trying to say there's a lot. What about Allen Iverson? Did we forget about Allen Iverson? There is a shit ton of phenomenal top tier, triple S tier NBA players. All I'm saying is that after Jordan, LeBron, and Kobe, then we can start ranking the rest of them. There's a lot of them.
Let me holler at you. Jacob. Jacob. Hey, man. Think about this. Think about this, Jacob. Hey. Hey, listen to me.
You can miss 25 guys on the top of it. Right.
Create a whole bunch of problems for yourself.
Exactly, Lap. Bro, we can sit and list 25 more guys right now, and they would all be triple S, fucking top tier, best of the best NBA players of all time. You know what I'm saying? That is not to diminish them. I mean, there are a lot of great players out there. I just like those 3 right now are locked in, and they should not be touched as far as better than them. I think 1, 2, and 3 is locked in.
Be smart, Oos. Please.
Oh, a missed headbutt. Shit. Oh, shut out the tone. With the $100 jewels. High five. What up, though?
You want me to come and acknowledge you, Roman? Hell no!
All right. You're gonna have to beat that acknowledgement out of me.
We just did that at Backlash.
Oh no, Corey, this is what
I only came here to watch him acknowledge Roman. I only came here to watch Jacob acknowledge Roman.
opportunity to talk Jacob. No! Jacob Fatu now assaulting Jimmy Uso.
Look at that, the Usos are buried.
Now he's assaulting his
Two tag teams got beat up by two dudes
and as Jacob
tonight.
said, it's now up to Roman to beat that acknowledgement out of Jacob Fatu. And Reigns is all on his own. Jacob Fatu staring a hole through the OTC. And this is why there was a hesitancy for many years for Roman Reigns.
Roman said, let's go. Get your ass in my ring.
Unpredictability,
Let's do it.
the chaotic style of Jacob Fatu. I have a feeling we're not going to talk
Let's
this
do it.
problem out, Cole.
Ain't nothing to it but to do it.
After the way that world title match ended 48 hours ago.
It ain't nothing to it but to do it. I came here to shut this place down till my body stops pumping red fluid.
And the fight is on. I'm sure this is not the way Roman Reigns was expecting tonight to go. And Jacob Fatu now just taking down the champ. I'm going to disagree with you, Cole. This may not have been how Roman had hoped things played out, but Roman knows he's playing with fire. Roman now sent over the top rope and right into our announce table. Look at the intensity in the eyes of Jacob Fatu. Here he comes. And Fatu now runs into a Superman punch. And Roman Reigns taking advantage of an overzealous Fatu. Roman looking for backup in some form. This'll do it. Oh, Corey, talk about beating
Come on, come on, come on.
out of Jacob. Oh.
Acknowledge him.
Or your ass is out of here.
Acknowledge him. He said you gotta beat it out of him. Don't send no security out there. Don't send nothing. It's family business.
Jacob asked for it. He said, beat the acknowledgement out of me. Oh, Roman was intercepted as he went for the spear.
Oh no, not the target death grip.
Death grip. Still on his feet. Still taking it to Reigns.
Oh no.
Roman dumped to the outside. And Jacob Fatu this time connecting, driving Reigns into the barricade. An almost demonic look in the eyes of the Samoan Werewolf. Yeah, the unhinged personality of Fatu.
Acknowledge this.
He said acknowledge this.
Acknowledge what? Huh? Y'all didn't call me. Y'all left me and my family broke. Yeah.
Oh my God, right to the head. It's obvious Fatu's been harboring these feelings of ill will toward Roman for a long, long time.
How long this feud?
It's all boiled
How long this feud going to last? CM Punk, no rematch against Roman. Yeah, they're doing some things right.
Look out the OTC. Roman survived Saturday with a championship. Yeah, but Reigns may not be so lucky tonight. It's not about
Why is Jacob using Haku's move? Because they're family and Haku is not going to be using it anymore.
right in front of the announce table.
I mean, what?
But Fatu back up yet again. Roman locked and loaded. Fatu catches him in the Tongan death grip. The Tongan death grip again. Jacob Fatu Fatu. Eyes rolled in the back of his head. A demonic possession for Fatu.
Sent a high five, Jane.
And Roman's starting to fade.
Thank you so much with the 100 jewels.
Oh, no. Jacob Fatu. Powerbombing Reigns through the table. The OTC has been flattened. And Roman should have let Pierce do his job.
Jacob said he ain't acknowledging shit.
Oh, this is a dangerous situation
guys.
now. Don't look at Fatu's eyes, Corey. Look at Fatu's eyes.
Guys,
get away from him. Get away from him. Fatu's not going to be stopped. Somebody bring a taser out here. Stun gun or something.
Move. Move. Leave them alone. It's family business.
Try to pry Fatu off Reigns. Enough! It's enough! Fatu down. Again with the target desperate. Somebody get in there. Get this guy out of here. Come on. Drag him out of here. Well, Fatu could continue.
Haku is not in the NYE family though. Wait, he's not?
Corey, just get out of there. It's going to do you no damn good to get in there either.
I thought he was. There's so many of those damn people.
Fatu has completely gone off the deep end. And it's all about his want, his need to be the world heavyweight champion. He refused to acknowledge Roman Reigns. Another assault on all these officials. After tonight, Corey, Jacob Fatu may be out of a job.
Well, Fatu is less concerned about his job right
I keep
now
trying to tell
than he
y'all,
is.
I'm cut a whole different. Yeah, I'm all gas, no brakes with it.
Wait a minute, man.
Yeah!
Oh, no. He's coming back. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. The OTC is DOA.
The OTC is DOA is crazy. He's close. He's close to the family, but he's not blood. He's close to the family, but he's not blood. I don't know. Same could be said for The Rock, though, right? Rock is halfway in there. So Rock's mom married in. Yeah, I think for all intents and purposes, you're right, though. I mean, he's Haku is considered family. From what I just looked up just now. But I see what you mean. Guys, let's get out of here, man. I'm going to go watch the Lakers game. Watch LeBron's last performance. Possibly. This dude might come back next year, man. I don't even know. I heard he wanted to keep playing until both of his sons were in the league. But I don't know if he's going to make it till Bryce gets in, though, man. Nonetheless, let's get out of here. Thank you guys so much. I genuinely enjoy the wrestling discussions. I love it. I love it. Come back. I'll see you guys on Wednesday night. And we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Peace.
Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring?
Welcome to the city that made me. Place I grew up in. City that's crazy where gunshots are busted. Place I'm in love with. Place that's corrupted. Place that gave birth to the MC not to fuck with. Place with city lights. Sun in one shines.
place that isn't right, we're accustomed to crime. Where daily went crazy back in '69, and Pops was just a rookie standing on the front line. It's the land that inspires me, land I call home. Land with the basement, Dr. Wax and gramophone, where fake thugs and hustlers and OGs roam. The land that's well known as the throne of Al Capone. It's the land of Lake Shores, where the wind blows steady and the snow falls heavy and the heat kills many.